Indeed.
Are we on?
We are on.
Well, terrific. Well, I want to welcome everybody to the next in our series of extraordinarily professional webinars. This will be number two. I'm not suggesting it's going to be much better than number one, but hopefully a minor and slight improvement in our capabilities. At some point, we should ask somebody how to do this, but the important part is we get the information to the people we're trying to help out there, and that's job one for us.
True
So
enough.
I'm Randy Reed. With us is my partner in crime, Doug Rankin, and we want to welcome everybody to Three Clicks to Success, the online ads club. So, real quick, if you guys don't know us, two handsome men, Mr. Rankin runs several businesses, a very successful martial arts school, summer camp after school program. He has other side businesses that he runs too, and he's very successful in his little town. I've been around martial arts for about a half a century now. I was a multi-school owner. I run an organization called Dojo Nation, and have had a lot of fun as a lifelong martial artist and a career in martial arts. Any words of wisdom there, Mr. Rankin?
Nah, I mean, where else can you go and wear pajamas to work most of the time and be barefooted, right?
Exactly. People call you sir. You don't have to get up too early. You don't have to work too late. And we get, my battle cry has always been that we get paid more than money in martial arts. And the longer you're involved in martial arts, I think the clearer understanding we have of the real benefits we can have in people's lives. And I'm a real big advocate that every child should learn to swim and every child should go through a martial arts program and achieve their black belt. Those are a couple of my core beliefs. And I live and die by those. And the things that we're doing at Dojo Max is to provide programs and systems and help for martial arts schools so that we can help them accomplish that goal. And we talk a lot about purpose and that sort of thing in these days. And my purpose is to make it easy for martial arts school owners to run their martial arts schools so they can put their energy into helping these kids and have a little better community and maybe in the big altruistic thing, a little better world.
Well, you get to utilize that thing that we don't get more of, right? Called time.
Exactly. And as we say in Dojo Max, the purpose of Dojo Max is to save you time and make you money. And between me and Doug, we've got 75 years in the business, and there's things that can be done to save you time, and there's things that can be done to make you money. The one thing we can't do for you is get out on that floor with the energy that you need to have to really do the best job you can and build your school, build your reputation, and help these students. So with that little bit of hello, let's get started on this.
Here we go.
So how did OAC begin? Myself and Doug have both spent a hell of a lot of money on Facebook ads. And we spend it on ads and two ways. We spend it on ads and we spend it on ads management. Ads management is where you pay someone else to run these ads for you. It can get expensive. It can get expensive for the ads and then get expensive for the management. We looked around and said, man, there's got to be a better way to do this. So, as we said, we spent tens of thousands of dollars on Facebook ads management. We have another little program where we actually do ads management. We utilize this new software now for it, but we have a pretty good understanding of what goes on and how it goes on. And there's some, as all things in technology, things change. And I read a great saying, I don't know how long ago it was, but the quote was, any technology that's sufficiently advanced in its workings will appear as magic. And if you would have told me that we could do some things in Facebook marketing that we're now capable of doing, I would have thought it was magic. If at one time when I used to have to run home to try to wait for a phone call, if you would have told me I would have a device in my pocket that I could not only talk to somebody, but I could see them and talk to them, not unlike Star Trek. And then I would have access to virtually all the information in the world. I would have said that's magic. And now we have smartphones. So things change. So as going through our thought process on this, a couple things obviously jumped out at us. First, Facebook ads costs are going up. They just are. It's becoming more and more corporate. The big guys are spending the big money, which always puts pressure on Main Street USA businesses. We don't have $5 million budgets. And these guys, if they're paying the most money, they get the most spots. And the whole trick is to get in front of these eyeballs. And it's costing us more to do that. So we need to be more efficient. We need to be better at it. And that's what we've been working on. Then you can get your ads managers and you can pay them $500,000 a month. You know, it's $12,000 a year. That's pretty darn good money. And I have personally hired probably a half dozen of them. How many of you worked with, Doug?
Only one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've done a lot of hit and miss with these, and I talk to some people that they talk about how well connected I am in the martial arts community. That's what happens after in it for a million years. But I talk to a lot of people about a lot of things, and I kind of have my ear to the ground of what's working, what's not. And these ad management companies, for the most part, aren't doing as good a job as they wanted to. And sometimes it's not even their fault. It's just the ad costs are going up. So how do we fix those things? That's the big question. And we have to look around, see what our options are. In business, they call it looking around corners. We have to look around corners to see what's coming, what's available, what's new. Did a bunch of research, worked with a bunch of software, and we've got some other programs that we've done this with that are working world class for us, especially our referral program, our automated referral program. So there is new technology. And if you remember back, and I don't know if you do or not, but when cell phones first come out, you had a little bag phone. It looked like about the size of a suitcase. And it was $2-3 a minute to use that thing, just to use it locally. And time went on and they become smaller and cheaper. And then pretty soon they had 99 cents a minute. Then it was 25 cents a minute. Then it was unlimited national. Now, I live in Mexico and I call the United States all the time with this little bitty device that fits in my pocket that has me connected to the world. I think down here I pay right around $15 a month for unlimited talking around the world. So technology advances. And as we're out there looking around corners and finding this technology, I'm pretty excited about it. And we're sharing it with the martial arts community for two reasons. We want to save you time and make you money. So we looked around, got the software working the way we want it, and the Online Ads Club was born. So to make Facebook ads work, you need two things, and technique and data. And when it comes to technique and data, if there's two things that most martial arts guys aren't good at, it's running the technology and it's understanding the data. There's two things that really aren't in our wheelhouse at all. So technique used to mean the hated Facebook Ads Manager.
And I still hate Facebook Ads Manager.
Everybody does. And I paid for some courses. I took courses. I studied it. And guess what? You spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day for a while figuring it out. And guess what happens next week? They changed the son of them. Yep. They don't. Could you imagine if every Monday when your students came in, you said, we're changing the forms this week? I mean, and it's the way they do it with impunity, and they just frankly don't care. And if you do something wrong, they'll throw you out. It's crazy. No other business can run like that. And the Facebook Ads Manager is designed for It'll let you run some ads, but it's also designed to extract the most amount of money possibly out of your account.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. And they're really good at it. And they'll even, if you're blowing enough money, they'll call you up and say, hey, how'd you like us to assign you an ads manager to help you? That's like the old one. We're from the government. We're here to help you type
Oh,
thing.
no, I was thinking the same thing when they comp you at the casino. You've lost so much money here that we're going to give you a free room.
For a free room. So, and a couple of drinks and a sandwich so you stay longer and lose the rest of your money. And so Facebook Ads Manager is really an evil little object. So we've got an answer for that. The other part is the data. If you're running the Facebook Ads Manager, the data you have, it's kind of hit and miss and hope it works. What am I doing? Let's try this. And that all costs money and costs time. And so now you're asked to run a software, the ads manager, that you don't know how to do based on data you're trying to get. It just, or maybe you got 2 or 3 friends have schools, you're talking about what they're trying to do. But could you really set up something so easy that a karate guy can do it and do it efficiently from a time standpoint and for a financial investment?
Well, and remember, we got to take all this stuff down to the lowest common denominator of not smart martial arts people, right?
Right.
And really, I'm talking about who?
You and me. And we have used that barometer of our dislike and of technology to say, once you can get it to work for us, I know it's going to work for the rest of the team. So speaking of technology, let me show you how this thing works. Let me see if I can make this button work. This is a short little video of a real karate guy, Mr. Rankin, running Facebook ads in 3 clicks. Now, what we do is we have a library of all the ads, different type of ads, and we have data of which one's working. And we also have our Facebook group that tells what's kicking butt. You should be running this, and you can go ahead and look at the data and click it 3 times, and you're rocking.
Hello, boys and girls. It's Doug from Dojo Max. Want to show you guys how you can create ads in 10 seconds or less. So here we go. When you go onto your Dojo Max page, you're going to come to Manage Ads over here on the left-hand side. From there, you're going to go to Launch New Campaign. From there, I am deciding I'm going to click on my skills folder. I want to do a martial arts ad. And here's all the templates that I have to choose from. And we're going to do a 2-week trial. Let's see, I'm going to pick this one. It's going to go to the lead form. I'm going to spend $20 a day on this. I'm going to let it go to this page, and I'm going to change my radius to 10 miles. From there, I'm going to click on Launch Campaign, and poof, off it goes to Facebook. All we have to do now is wait for Facebook to do its thing, which means, they have to go through the review process and all that other good stuff. And then as soon as all that's done, we'll be set and ready to go. If you guys have any questions, just drop something down in the comments below. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yeah, first thing that strikes me is what a good-looking guy we got.
Yeah, ain't that something? So, now, the next thing that strikes me is how do I get back to my slides here? We go here, and then
Hello,
here.
boys and girls.
Oh, there we go. All right, now we're back on. Yeah, so that's how the ads is done. You get access to the library, you get access to the systems, you click it and you run ads.
Well, and the cool part is that, we have in our library, we have place for martial arts schools. We have a place in there for skills only schools with our partnership with Melody and her team. We have after school ads, and we have summer camp ads. Right. And so we've got ads in there, templates. Literally hundreds of templates in there now that if you can't find something that works, my goodness, it just doesn't exist.
And we just recently added a piece where it will, without going into details, it's magic, but you punch in a thing and it'll rewrite the copy to fit your school and that sort of thing. It's amazingly cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so does it work? Here's some data. I don't know how well you can see this on your screen, especially if you're on a phone. So let's blow up just one of them here. So here's the data. This is from last week, Doug. Is that what you said?
No, this is actually from the month of May. So from the
Okay.
1st through the 25th, actually.
All right. Free week of karate, 63 leads coming in at $14.30 a piece for free karate. Summer camp, 55 coming in. This is an $8.72, folks. I've actually ran some campaigns where I've had summer camp leads come in at $40, $50, $60 a lead. You start getting down around $8. Now you're not only are you running ads that are not costing as much as some other people running ads, you're also not paying those management fees. So you're saving a ton of money.
Yeah, that's like that. That number in particular is like, Facebook from 2016.
Right. Here we have another one. Summer camp registration fee, $11. Krav Maga. This one came in a little high. It goes up and down. They bounce quite a bit. They'll go low and then they'll come back up. Now, Doug's been running this 2 weeks for $29. It's smoking for him. 46 leads. They're coming in at $14 a piece. That's extraordinary. And as part of the online ads club, as we grow, we get more data. We see what's working. And if you try one, it doesn't work. So who's the next best guy out there? We have recommended ads. We have our Facebook group that we discuss what's happening out there. And we slap this thing up for you, or you slap it up in 3 clicks. It's really a very cool program. And it's the next level of marketing in the martial arts biz. So your May results so far, you've got 32 summer camp leads for May at $7.83. You've got 36 leads for your 22 weeks for $29. Now, I find that a real interesting number because a lot of people, when I say a lot, most are doing a free month. He's not only not doing the free month, he's charging for 2 weeks. And this pretty much pays for his ads. So if I was running a martial arts school, I'm going to run this to see if it works in my community. Now, the fact of the matter is not everything works in every community, but man, this is the first one I'm going to try.
Yeah, these are awesome numbers. Yeah, it's the concept. I know when we first started talking about this, it was kind of like, I don't want to run anything other than one we've always done. But I have to get past that mindset part of change. So if you run 30 days for free, that's great. And if it's working, great. But if you can use something like this to work better, and again, with all the information we've been receiving and the groups that we're in, 2 weeks is a good number for a lot of things to happen.
Right.
Wink, wink.
And we'll find out more about that shortly. All right. So let's talk about just that. Now, when you're launching a program, something new in martial arts, it seems like somebody has something new every week. And they all have the next big thing and do this and sign up and it costs this amount of money and blah, 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 blah. Most of them don't work. That's why they're not here. This program, the programs that we're building out in Dojo Max are also fall into that category of new stuff that you got to pay for. And me and Doug had, we'll call them conversations.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, maybe a little heated at times conversation. And my point is, look, I know we put a lot of money into building this stuff out. We made a very substantial financial investment in this. But that doesn't change the fact that it's new, it's original, and for the most part, not everybody understands it yet. I said, let's do this. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. Let's give them the program for 14 days with all the data for $1. Now, why $1? Here's why. For us to onboard you onto this program takes us time. Our staff you fill out an onboarding document. They go through it. They have to go in and set everything up for you. They may have a phone call with it. It takes them time, which costs us money. We don't mind investing the money. But if we make this free, we're going to have 50,000 knuckleheads who really aren't, those people will try anything if it's free. Well, we're trying not to get those people. We're going to have you put $1 in so that we know that you are really interested in the program. And if it does what we say it's going to do, you're going to want to stay on board. Trust me, you're going to want to stay on board. So then me and Doug weren't heated enough. And he was actually down here in Mexico with me. So I got a couple of cervezas with him over the carnival celebrations we have down here. I said, let's do this. Let's also kick in our ambassador referral club for the same $1. You should have seen the look on his face. I think he might have insulted me. Might have called me names.
I do believe I did.
The ambassador program we launched a while back, and it's just flat kicking ass. And as we all know, we did a webinar on this. We can make a connection to it if you want to watch that. There's nothing better than a referral for your program. And we've got a really tight program that's working. And in that 14 days, you're going to make money. Let's give you some stats on this quick. 68 ambassadors got 80.
Wait, this is just out of 2 launch schools. We've got more schools, but this is only 2 of all the schools that we have launched.
Right. Yeah, we just grabbed a couple while we were banging this out this morning. Look at it. So between 2 schools, they got 68 ambassadors. Those 68 ambassadors so far, now this thing's pretty new. So far, I've already brought in 89 referrals. Of those 89 referrals, they've already enrolled 31 new students.
God, those numbers are great.
Yeah. So if you take an average value of it, I don't know, Doug, I didn't even go in that. I don't know if these new students are martial arts students or summer campers or after school, but pick a value, even if it's the low of a martial arts school or martial arts class of $2,000. That's $60,000.
Yeah, they're all martial arts, actually.
Oh, they are? Okay, so they're making money right out of the chute. Now, this thing also takes some setup on our time, and we do what's called a ambassador launch, and it's smoking. So if you can run ads and you can get referrals for 2 weeks, you should make enough money to pay for this program for the next 5 years. And I'm very confident in that, and that's why we're willing to do it for $1. Which I think is just what I said right there.
That's exactly it.
See you in the future. If you decide you like this, if it works for you, I hate to do stupid guarantees but if it doesn't make enough money for you to pay for this thing, I'll eat my hat, I guess. But if you want to stay on board, it's going to cost you $197 a month for both programs. And that's when we got another scream on it, Doug. Because the idea was to charge $297, and we're dropping it down in both programs. Now, we're not going to do this forever. We've got a fair number of schools going on board. But honestly, I think a lot of people don't believe, they think it's too good to be true. So we're going to prove it to you for $1. And I'm here to tell you, it works, and you're going to be amazed. It'll be the best $1 you spent in the last 10 years.
I'm not so worried about the $1 as I am the $100 here. But anyway, keep going.
Well, and once again, going back, if we back this off to our core belief, I want this to work because I want you to get a lot of students. I want you to get a lot of students because I believe martial arts is really good for people. Now, our job is to help you get a lot of students by saving you time and making you money. It can be done. The technology's there. We've got it. We're on top of it. We've built in the systems, and this damn thing works. I'll put my reputation on it. I see it every day. And we've got some other programs that are going to be pretty powerful and pretty cool to help karate people save time, make money. So if you're interested in this, And this isn't, if you, in case you haven't noticed, we didn't follow your standard webinar, what do they call it, protocol, where we have to ask you, please raise your hand if you want to make $1 million. Type yes in the box if you think you deserve more money, or whatever stupid ass thing they do to try to sell this. I'm just a karate guy. Doug's just a karate guy. We've been it for years and decades, and we're here to do things for karate guys and gals. Don't let me get in trouble there. And this is our stated mission. We're doing it. It works. Give it a try. Throw a buck in there. But at some point, we're going to, I guarantee you, I know this thing works, and we're going to get overwhelmed with dollar offers, and we're going to have to shut it down. So I suggest until that happens, you jump on this thing, give it a shot for 2 weeks, see if I'm full of crap or not. And if I'm not, you're going to have a heck of a program going on there, and I think you'll love it. Anything else on your side, Mr. Rankin?
No, really. I mean, other than just, again, making sure you go ahead and get on this deal now, because that was finally the thing that Randy convinced me was, to give everybody the opportunity to be able to grow their schools and to be able to give back to our community. However, that being said, this buck thing isn't going to stay out there very long, and neither is that 197 price, because I get to change all the numbers.
He's the mean guy. Well, he lives in the United States. Costs are a little higher up there. I understand. So if you have any questions, go to Info Dojo Max, or you can pop into either one of these, and there's a link on there if you want to set a phone call with me. I'll be glad to talk things over with you. I don't know what there is to talk about, but I'll be more happy to talk with you about it. Any other questions, send them here. We've got people that are running this thing, and it's working very, very, very well. And we're really excited about what we're going to be able to do for the martial arts community going forward for the rest of this year. And that's our stated mission. So any last thoughts there, Mr. Rankin?
Yeah, wait for next month when we do our next webinar with the next part of Dojo Max coming out. That's going to be a real ass kicker too.
Yeah, that thing's pretty slick too. We're not going to. Here's the hint I'll give you. We took a program that one of my top guys that has $1 million school, he didn't enroll. He grew his school by 100 students in 12 months using this program that basically doesn't cost anything. So we'll tell you all about that next month. Stay tuned, folks. All right. Randy Rainier, I'm out. Mr. Rankin,
I'm out as well.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.